So, just to preface this video, guys, I want to make the statement that this isn't a video game analysis, this isn't horror, this isn't me making a video for the fun of making a video, but I want this to serve as a warning to you all that this kind of stuff actually does have the capability to exist out there and on the internet, and I really want you guys to remember to stay safe in both real life and browsing the internet. After seeing this video, I'm telling you guys not to play, not to look up any part of, not to think about what I'm going to mention in this video. I don't even want you to know about this game other than just an initiative to stay safe and to know how to fend for yourselves. I really don't feel comfortable showing any other piece of what this game looks like, so I'm gonna take from Some Ordinary Gamer's Mudahar because he did an amazing job showcasing it and getting it through while giving commentary at the same time and listening to the intentionally nauseating sounds put in this program. So massive props to him for doing this and telling people to not play this game. Out of the need for no unbiased sources to be put in this video, I'm going to be reading from the Wikipedia page because I refuse to actually take the time to write about something like this in my own words, other than the aforementioned text. And also, shout out to Sonideros for posting this timestamp comment so viewers can actually prepare themselves for the degeneracy they might see. So, thank you very much for that. Here it is. Sad Satan is a PC game built with the Terror engine, first reported on the YouTube channel Obscure Horror Corner on June 25th, 2015. Following initial reviews, the channel's video of the game was picked by a number of English-language publications and later internationally. The current whereabouts of Obscure Horror Corner are unknown. In an interview with Kotaku, the channel's owner claims to have downloaded the game from a Tor-hidden service after receiving a tip from an anonymous subscriber. The subscriber in turn claims to have found the link via a dark web internet forum from a user only known as ZK. Initially, some followers were skeptical of the game, fearing it may contain gore or CP. However, the owner of Obscure Horror Corner shared that so far in his playthroughs, the game had not contained any such material. Following the Kotaku interview, the subreddit r/SadSatan was formed on the website Reddit to discuss the game, and quickly realized the .onion address provided by Obscure Horror Corner contained invalid characters. 3 days later, another interview with Obscure Horror Corner appeared on Kotaku, claiming that the link was purposefully given an error since the game itself did in fact contain such graphic material, and the Obscure Horror channel owner did not want to be responsible for disseminating such material. In an update to the Kotaku article, Patricia Hernandez states, "I should have presented the tale of its discovery with more skepticism. I apologize for that. While the original article admits that the game exists in a more mythical state than a tangible one, it could have gone farther to make clear what was concrete about Jamie's tale and what wasn't. Minutes before the update, a new version of the game was posted to 4chan by someone claiming to be ZK, claiming that Obscure Horror Corner had not been showing their viewers the true Sad Satan. Members of the 4chan community had downloaded this version of the game and attempted to play it. Some users complained that their computers began running sluggishly. Out of two even reported that their computers became completely unresponsive while trying to run the game. A few users even reported that their computers would not turn on anymore after running this version of the game. One Reddit user attempted to play the game from a live USB instead of from his computer's main hard drive. Later, when this user tried to boot up his computer, the computer failed to start normally. This version of the game, dubbed the Clone by most of the r/SadSatan community, contained images of violent gore and CP, some of which were accessible right from the title screen, resulting in another version of the game with this graphic material removed, which is often called the clean version, being created by Redditors and subsequently redistributed. In 2017, a man from Lubbock, Texas named Gary Graves was arrested on counts of CP possession. The man ran a YouTube channel, Scare Bear, which had posted a video titled Sad Sad Satan. The YouTube channel in question can be traced back to a Reddit account that was created 4 days before the post containing the link to the clone was posted on 4chan. The Reddit account that was created was ScareBearZK. Another video found on the channel also showed a middle-aged man. The credits in the video identified him as Gary Graves. The man in this video is identical to another Gary found in the 2017 Lubot Criminal Registry, which led some to assume that Gary was indeed the creator and poster of the clone game. Sad Satan was the last game covered by Obscure Horror Corner, and since then the YouTube channel has been abandoned for unknown reasons. There has been speculation that the game was in fact created by the owner of Obscure Horror Corner in an effort to increase viewer subscription count, and that the deep web story was a complete fabrication to give the whole account more intrigue. Some believe that Obscure Horror Corner created the clone as well, in an attempt to lend credibility to the claim that there was actually gore and CP in the game. It is also possible that Sad Satan was not created by the owner of Obscure Horror Corner, that in truth the owner of the channel decided to go into hiding because of all the controversy after the malware version of Sad Satan was released. Others also speculate that ZK and the owner of Obscure Horror Corner are the same individual. The original game posted by Obscure Horror Corner features walking down monochromatic corridors while various audio samples are played in loop over each other. Audio in the game leans heavily on recordings of interviews with various murderers, such as Charles Manson. The game also depends heavily on distorted or reversed audio of such interviews or musical clips, such as the song I Love Beijing Tiananmen, known for being used in Hong Kong 97, played at the beginning. Reverse clips of the Swedish Rhapsody numbers station can also be heard. The Doors' rendition of Alabama Song can also be heard, starting with the verse, "Show me the way to the next little girl." While the player controls their character through the hallways, images may intermittently and unexpectedly display, taking up the entire screen and preventing the player from progressing any further until the image automatically closes a few seconds later. Most of the images seem to reference child abuse, especially people indicted on Operation U-Tree, such as image of Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris. Other images revolve around crime and include people convicted of accused murder, such as Japanese child murderer, cannibal, R-wordist, and necrophile Tsutomu Miyazaki. Included are also photographs of Lady Justice statues and political figures such as former UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Images of accident victims and murder victims are also shown, including the aftermath of a person struck by a truck and a beheading. Additionally, at least one version of the game contains an image related to the case of Corinne Danielle Motley, a Florida woman who was arrested for producing CP, the image being a screen cap from a video that led to her arrest. That particular version also contained malware that caused a wide range of negative effects, from causing the infected computer to become sluggish to a permanent shutdown once the executable was run. The only other characters in the game are children who simply stand in one place and do not move or interact with the player at all. In the final video posted by Obscure Horror Corner, one of these children does begin to follow the player, causing contact damage. Since the player has no means of self-defense or any ability to heal damage, the player will inevitably die at this point in the game. So that's what that had to offer in terms of gameplay and content. Just a reminder that this stuff, as depraved as it is, this really does exist on the internet, and although not very likely, there is the chance somebody in the horror gaming space could come across it and be intrigued. And we're telling you to not play this game for your own sake and to stay safe out there in your digital and real lives. Thank you.